Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. This is Reggie here with 10-minute tech reviews. And today we're doing something a little bit different. So we've got these phones everywhere. It's S9 Plus season, iPhones getting ready to roll out. Well, I wanted to come at the tech perspective from a different view. So what I did was I wanted to find out from a teenager why they like what they like. Since I say that all the time on the channel, and I say we all like what we like, phones, things like that, and tech. So, I went straight to the source. I found a teenager. My own teenager. So I went and got my daughter, Deja Patterson. How's it going, Deja?
Good.
And so we wanted to just basically ask some questions about teenagers, what they like to use, what she sees in school, what's the most popular thing that she sees as far as tech goes. Because let's face it, this is the tech generation. That's all my daughter has pretty much known is tech. So, thanks for being on 10-minute tech reviews, Deja.
You're welcome.
All right, so just a couple questions. When did you get your first phone?
I had a BlackBerry, which was my first phone, and I just played games on it. But my first actual phone with my number on it was an iPhone 4.
Okay, iPhone 4. Okay, that was pretty cool. I think I remember that. I remember when you got that phone. So, you got your iPhone. What made you want the iPhone? Because I remember when we had that conversation. Yeah. What made you want the iPhone itself?
I just saw everybody else have it, and I don't know. It just looked nice. I thought it was a very nice phone.
Okay, that's pretty decent. So now you went iPhone 4. So just I'll fill in the blanks on some of this stuff. You went iPhone 4, and then you got iPhone 5 after that. So you've literally had every iPhone since the iPhone 4. So you had the 4, the 5, the 6.
6 Plus.
6 Plus. Now, you did skip one. You didn't get the 7.
I didn't get the 7.
Okay, you did. Now, why didn't you get the 7? Now, remember. Now, saying that, you never thought about changing phones at all. You wanted to stay with iPhone each time. Was it because you were familiar with, what was it that made you want to stick with that rather than maybe going to like a Samsung phone or a Galaxy? What made you want to stay?
Ever since I got the 4, I was so used to having the iPhone, so I didn't really think of, oh, I want to switch a phone, or I just stuck with the iPhone. I just thought, this is going to be my solid phone as I get older.
Okay, all right. That makes a lot of sense. So, you've upgraded every year, because we've, been able to do that for you, but you didn't get the 7.
No.
And the reason you didn't get the 7 at first was because, what were the reasons you didn't get the 7?
I was just fine with my phone at the time, which was the 6 Plus, and I didn't seem to have any problems with it, so I was just like, what's the need to upgrade? And I'll just wait for the 8 to come out, because everybody was talking about the 8 and how good it was going to be and the quality, so I was just like, what's the need to upgrade?
Okay, all right, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so didn't want to change. Now you're about to be in high school next year. But from what you see right now, what's the majority? What phone does is there one phone that everybody has in school? Is it a mixture, or what's the most popular phone that you see?
Out of all my friends, the iPhone 6 everybody has, and everybody has iPhones. I don't know a lot of my friends that have Samsungs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So not even nothing but an iPhone that
Nope.
you always see. That's pretty interesting. So, saying that, with the iPhone, is there a favorite app that you guys use? You're the young generation, so what's the go-to thing? What do you guys communicate mainly on?
Snapchat, all the way.
All the way Snapchat?
Always.
Okay.
Everybody is on Snapchat.
Okay. Well, Snapchat. So you guys don't... Do you ever use iMessage other than, when like me and mommy are texting you? Do you guys not use that a lot? Or?
The only time I really use iMessage and my other friends is when we're going to play games, or we're just trying to text each other really fast if it's like, oh, I'm going to be on my way, or if Snapchat's not working, which is really rare.
Okay. All right, that makes sense. Okay, so now your phone, you've always had a knack. You're a teenager, like normal teenagers. Are you into being that kid that doesn't have anything that protects their phone? Are you into cases? Are you into, do you think about stuff like that when you get your phone, the protection of it, because you want it to last you a long time? How do you feel when you get a phone? Is the thought process, I'm gonna take care of this phone until I get the next one.
Yeah.
You know, because of that. I mean,
Yeah, of course. I always stick with protection because I have a dad that is super about tech. I mean, always. I have to have something on my phone. If I walk out this house without a case, I'm dead. Like, yeah, I always go for when I get my phone, I have to have a case on it.
Okay. Now, cases for you, what do you usually go for? Do you try, have you gone to, and I know you said me, thanks for the shout out, but you get to pick your own cases. I don't pick them out for you anymore.
Yeah.
So what do you go with? Do you try to find protection and kind of fashionable? I mean, so what are you rocking now? What do you got now?
I have these 2 cases right here that I really like. This is the Apple basic pink nude case, I guess you could call it. And then I have the same kind of color, but in an OtterBox.
Oh, okay.
And I like to go with protection and fashion at the same time, as you said. But I mean, I just want to make sure I have a case on my phone. So if I drop it or if someone hits it out of my hand, my phone will not break. And also I have a screen protector on my phone. That's the number 1. Screen protector and a case.
Okay. All right, that makes sense. All right, now we said that's how you do your phone. And I already asked you about what you guys use. What's your favorite app? I mean, what is your favorite app on your phone?
As I said before, Snapchat. I'm always on Snapchat. I mean, like, it's just my favorite. I wake up in the morning and go on Snapchat. That's how I communicate with my friends most of the time.
Okay.
So it just keeps me up to date with what my friends are doing. So.
Okay. So when the 8 finally came out, and we only have a couple more questions. When the 8 finally came out, you waited. You got it day 1. I know you were real excited about that. What made you choose the 8 Plus? You have an 8 Plus.
Yes.
So what made you choose the 8 Plus over the 10? And you know we have the 10, and you had your choice. So why did you choose the 8 Plus instead of the 10 this time?
I think I chose the 8 because it was back to the whole when I first got an iPhone, like they all look the same. I love the way the 8 looks, and I was also about the waiting time. Like, I did not want to wait till the X because everybody was getting the 8, and I was like, I just want to have my 8 now. I don't want to wait till the X, even though everybody's going 10. Crazy about the 10. I just want to have my 8 now.
Okay. Now, saying that, you know, we have a 10 in the house, of course. So what are your thoughts on the 10, though? Like, because you know that Apple's eventually changing, that style may not be around anymore, and it'll eventually go to what the 10 looks like, just a little bit bigger. Do you think that if that's your choice of phone, do you think, since you've messed with the 10 that we have here, would you eventually not mind switching to that? Because you did think it was a little bit Samsung. Yeah, you thought it was, well, that's not, we made up a word in this house, Samsungy, but you know, Android-ish. Yeah. So, but do you think you could still get used to a phone like that, and that's still going to not deter you from getting away from an Apple? Or an iPhone?
In my opinion, I do like the way the X looks, or the 10. I think I would want it bigger because I'm into big phones. I have pretty big hands for a girl, but I like the way it looks, and it doesn't look too much like a Samsung because I don't know. It's the way I guess I see it. I don't like the way they look. I just feel like iPhones are basic, straight to the point. There you go.
Yeah. Now, with you, let's just tie into this. Besides that, you do have, of course, you've got your iPhone, you've got your MacBook that you use. So, for you, it's an ecosystem thing too, right? It ties everything in, so you can do. So you use that a lot, right? As far as being able to go from your MacBook to your iPhone, doing certain things in your homework. Is that easier for you too, as far as school, as far as that's concerned too?
My MacBook does help me a lot on school. For example, I check my grades on my MacBook. I can research stuff that I need to use for school. There's an app that we use called ClassLink in school, and it helps me. We do a lot of my work on there, and my MacBook helps me transition to back and forth from my phone to a computer.
Yeah, that's a pretty good thing then. So that's actually really good. So all right, last question. What is your setup? Because I mean, with me, I know all phones can look the same. You know, it may be everybody has a Note. It may be a different color. Everybody has an iPhone. It may be a different color. And what color is yours? What color?
I have the rose gold / gold, as they would say.
But like your setup, how do you make
Yeah.
yours? Do you have like a single page? You have a bunch of apps. So how do you set yours up?
I have 2 rows of apps, and just basically the first one is how I set up and what I use on the daily, and then the second one is kind of just things that are like not very necessary, but like, oh, if I'm bored, I'm gonna go on those ones.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, Movie Box up there.
Yes.
So you watch a lot of movies. Shout out to Movie Box. They are not sponsoring this. Great place to watch some movies.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, well, that's good. So, you know, I'm going to say thanks again for taking some time out of your busy schedule. You're a teenager. You always have stuff that you're doing. I should know because I'm your Uber driver, me and your mom. But thanks for telling us that. And again, guys, this was just a perspective I thought of a teenager. This is a first part of another, probably a 4-part series that I just wanted to ask some people why they stick with Apple. And I thought from this perspective, it would be kind of interesting because, I mean, teenagers like my daughter, they are constantly using Facebook. Well, not Facebook. She told me Facebook's out there, but I mean, they're using Instagram, they're using Snapchat, always on the go, and they are the tech generation. So that's just kind of how that goes. But again, those are all the questions that I had. All right, guys, once again, it was Reggie here at 10-Minute Tech Reviews with my daughter, Deja. I want to say, give a quick shout out, as I always do. This is one part of the family. The other part of the family is behind the camera right now, Miss Allison. Without them, I couldn't do this. As usual, today is Saturday. Give a shout out to all the YouTubers that I always like to follow. I say that all the time. Make sure you guys check out those content creators I always talk about. ShawnBNice, TechnicallyTee, the Tech Couple, TK and Total Tech, Eric and Easy Computer Solutions, the Tech Valor, and of course the Easy Computer Solutions team itself. Don't forget about Wine Wednesday. Guys, show up. The stream's always great. And of course, Saturday Night Tech Talk, which by the time this video goes on, it'll probably be time for Saturday Night Tech Talk. But again, thank you guys for coming out. Make sure you hit that like button and make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can see anytime I put up any other new content, because you never know. This kid might be on it. She's a star. Thanks a lot for your time, Dave.
Yeah,
all right. Thanks, guys. I'll catch you guys in the next video.